Hey guys, welcome back. This is your host Phil from underKG.com. Today we're going to take a look on the Samsung Galaxy M30s. This is not launched globally yet. I bought this in India and it's currently sold at nearby regions along with China, interestingly. Anyway, let's start with the design. It's pretty clean. It's got a pretty standard design, especially the front facade is just a standard. It's like 2019's every single phone except for those weirder pop-up cameras and punch hole cameras. There's a screen, there's a water drop notch housing the camera, and there's a little bezel on the bottom. On the rear, a lot of people seem to hate this camera island housing 3 cameras along with the LED flash, but I think it's better than those copycat looking designs. And also the device is mainly built out of plastic, so it doesn't feel as premium as the glass, but that's how they kept this light at 178 grams, even with that insane amount of 6,000 milliamps of battery. Now again, the display is pretty standard. It's got 2 different modes, vivid and natural, with the white balance adjustment. Performance-wise, it's got Exynos 9611. The chipset itself has no reasons to be laggy, but it somehow is. Everything just stutters, especially the animation is not as smooth. The interface is standard One UI, based on Android Pie, and interestingly, they barely took any of the features away. It still has lift to wake, double tap to wake, smart stay, smart alert, and finger sensor gestures. Everything's there. One of the few things missing are the taptic feedback and that camera shortcut with double tap of the power key. But that probably is because this Indian specific panic mode triggered by 3 clicks of the power key. So it doesn't lack many things in softwares, but on the hardware front, it does not have the ambient light sensor. But wait, it's got an option called adaptive brightness. How? They utilize the front-facing camera to assume your lighting conditions, and naturally is inaccurate. It doesn't work like the real sensors. It consumes battery. It even appears on the list of the battery drain. And of course, there could be a little privacy concern there. The always-on display brightness especially is very unreliable. Also, it doesn't feature NFC, not that you should expect one at $200 price point. No full-feature Samsung Pay, and of course, this is not waterproof at all. Now, the camera department is a little better. It's got 48 megapixels of wide-angle camera, super wide-angle camera, and this teeny tiny depth sensor. The camera interface is pretty standard. It's got the AI scene optimizer thing, which is very slow. Overall, it generates good quality images in brighter conditions. It's colorful, it's sharp, and it's rich in detail, especially when you utilize the full 48 megapixels instead of binding 4 pixels into 1. But in darker areas, it's shakier than it has to be, and there's noise around, detail's not that good, and it's pretty bad in focusing as well. I don't recall pointing my fingers and focusing recently, but this one is slow and inaccurate. The live focus is pretty bad. The edge detection is very smudgy. The wide-angle camera is okay. It's pretty wide. It's got shape correction. It's not that rich in detail, but that's not what super wide angle cameras are for. The 32 megapixels of front facing camera is better. It gives you sharp images. It's still shaky, but the low lighting quality is okay. Overall, the camera quality was a little disappointing whilst having a lot of features, including super slow-mo and even a dedicated night mode and food mode. Now, audio-wise, it's got the 3.5mm headphone jack on the bottom. The output isn't that spectacular, but you still get Dolby Atmos, equalizer, and UHQ upscaler. Now, the speaker is another disappointment. The volume is okay, but there's barely any bass, even compared to a Xiaomi, and there's way too much treble. Samsung could use a little better tuning there. But it wouldn't be a Galaxy M30s review without talking about that massive 6,000 milliamps of battery. Overall, I managed to get around 9.5 hours to 10 hours of screen on time. I'm always on LTE network, never on Wi-Fi, and I surf the web with the white background a lot, so most of you should be able to gain even more. Now, I have to say this is not the best efficiency. Moto G7 power with 5,000 milliamps of battery, sure it does have 720p screen, but gave me around 12 hours of screen on time. Probably an optimization issue. Anywho, charging is done through the USB-C port on the bottom. For 30 minutes, you get 25%, an hour for 47%, hour and a half for 68%, 2 hours for 89%, and fully charging the device takes 2.5 hours. A little lengthy and not the fastest, but again, this is a budget device. All right, now with the conclusion. The Galaxy M30s is a pretty standard device in many ways. Is this special because of the 48 megapixel sensor? Well, it has been tried a lot, often with better results. The performance and specs are subpar, along with that usual not that good Samsung optimization. But that battery life, although not the most efficient, is just great. And all this packaged at an incredible price of 16,000 rupees. That's around $220. And it's often discounted at 14,000 rupees. That's less than 200 bucks. That is simply an amazing value. Sure, there could be other tempting options if you value materials or stock interface more, but if you're looking for a Samsung Galaxy, this is as good as it gets. So that's the Samsung Galaxy M30s. It's not the best phone, it's not the best package. It is missing some crucial parts, lighting sensor, but this is the best value that a Samsung Galaxy can provide. Thank you always for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them down on the comment section below. You can always meet us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We'll see you guys later. Ciao.